Hey guys,
Welcome back
to our daddy show.
WAMTalk
Wednesday.
Yo, what's up? What's happening with y'all? How y'all feeling? What's going on out there in the world, in the gambling Twitter world? I appreciate y'all tuning in live from Twitter, live from YouTube, Who-Bangin Sports Talk. Y'all know what it is, WAM Talk Wednesdays. I'm your host, TrotWAM on Twitter. Y'all know what it is, man. We haven't been here in a minute, you know what I'm saying? But we back. And it's feeling good, feeling great. We have a big slate today. We could start it off starting early. Start off with the Orlando Magic taking on the Philadelphia Hot 76ers. Been killing, man. The 76ers been killing. Embiid has been killing. This 76ers team at the house, something that we normally would see them balling out at the house. They haven't really been doing that so much. But this is a good spot for them to do it, of course. They have been playing really well offensively, have hit over their team total over the last 10 games 7 times. So they have been going over the team total there. But as far as this team and the defensive side of things, it's kind of been up and down here, in my opinion, as far as this 76ers team. But the offense has definitely been there. Orlando, we know there's one of the worst teams in the NBA as far as offense and defensive rating. I would kind of expect this team to just get blown out. The spread is pretty big, rightfully so, for this Orlando Magic team. But other than that, that's probably it. Shout out to my guy, JT. Appreciate you, my guy. What's happening with you, bro? Definitely got to keep doing some stuff with you, man. Can't wait to baseball season. Can't wait till we get those Nerfies cracking out there again. JT, you already know how we get in with the Nerfies. You already know, bro. I can't wait to collab with you on one of those for sure. But yeah, man, back in the to this game here, Orlando Magic, we talked about they're pretty bad. Offensive wise, defensive wise, they have been playing a little bit better. I would hold it. I won't go too crazy to say they've been turned the corner defensive wise, but they have been holding opponents to 30% shooting from the three over the last 5 games. It's been pretty consistent over the last 2 games, so they've been pretty up there recently defending. Same thing with this Philadelphia team. They've been defending as well. I can see this game going under if I had to put any money on it. I don't have any action on here. The one thing I do want to say, I was very close to betting the Embiid over 28.5 points. We all know he's been cooking. 30 points is what he's averaged over the last 2 weeks. He's been pretty much killing nonstop there. So that's the way I really was about to play there. But other than that, that didn't really have anything for this game. If you guys have any questions, anything here inside in the chat, if y'all do have any questions and you re-watching this show, hit us up in the chat as well. We respond to those questions there or any type of comments, either it's negative or not. We don't care. We're gonna comment on it. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to Zachariah as well. Appreciate you, bro. You already know what it is. Yes, sir. You already know, JT. We're gonna get them Nerfies back cracking, man. You already know, bro. It's always popping there. But yeah, man. So that's the way I'm looking here as far as this team. Again, it's probably going to have to be Embiid. Last 6 games, he's averaging 30.3 points. So I probably think he gets that 29 against this team. So that's the only way I'm looking here. Other than that, let's go into the game. Now, I actually do have a little bit of action here. You know what? No, I didn't pull the trigger here on this game. I wrote it down, about to pull the trigger on this game, didn't make the bet on here. And this is another game that I really want to bet. The Washington Wizards. They're going against the Brooklyn Nets. They're without KD. Brooklyn, without KD, it's a different Brooklyn, bro. You got James Harden. He definitely looked like he was turning the corner. Hasn't really fooled it all the way out, man. He's not that guy this year so far. He hasn't been scoring at will, but he's still getting calls. He's still getting calls, though. So he's still kicking his feet out on the threes, and he's still getting them calls. MLK Day, perfect example. It's a 4-point game. Then they give him a 3-point play call because he kicked his feet out on a 3. So it's weird ass shit there. But as far as Brooklyn, I do expect them to probably have a little bit more offense here. They have a high total here. I think this total was bet up. It was 227, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull this up there. Line opened up here at 231. In most consistent books here, it's at 235 and a half, 230, 235 and a half. I think it's at 235 at the book that I'm looking at here. So they expect points here. They expect points. I expect points here as well. I do like Kuzma to keep balling, keep cooking, bro. He has been cooking rebounds wise, even though the guys have been coming back as far as Rui, Thomas Bryant, those guys getting eased back into the lineup. He's still cooking, still getting 12 to 10 rebounds a game over the last 3 games. So it's pretty much in that easy to bet his rebounds, anything but over here. As far as the points, I do expect him to kick as well. As far as points, I mean, even though you have Spencer back, you got Bradley back. Seems like they're really buying in on Kuzma to be a leading offensive guy for them, and it's starting to seem like that's where the wave is. As far as this team, it's Kuzma, man, and he's averaging 21 points over the last 6 games. You still get Bradley Beal; he's going to give you 20. Spencer may get you to 16. It's been iffy there with the assists, with the points with Spencer, but the assist has been there. He has averaged 7 assists over the last 6 games. So that has been there. But as far as the production, it's kind of seemed like it's a lot of that's coming from Kuzma. So I would only think that Kuzma have a 20-point game here and goes over the rebounds again, even though Montrez is in there. I think when our guy said it on the show, an NBA Pub Hope show, that he's buying in on being, the last big to come out the game or something of that nature. And you do know that they don't have their coach as well as Bernie DJ Burkestaff, not JB Burkestaff, but the other coach, Wes Unsett Jr. He's not going to be involved in this game. He's got COVID, so it'll be the third string. I think it'll be the third string assistant coach here. But neither here nor there. Let's go to a game that I do have action on. Let's go straight to the game that I do have action on here. This is going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Chicago Bulls. Rightfully so, they're favorite, -3 on the road. This is a road warrior team winning 16 out of the 16 and 8 in the first half as a road team is this Cavaliers team. And last 10 games in the first half, in the last 10 games period here. Let me see here. My apologies. That's the team totals there, which is actually interesting to see there. The team totals for this Cavs team, they're actually 7 of the last 10 in team totals. But I'm looking here for the first half look here. Perfect here. There it is. Okay, perfect. So yeah, the Cleveland Cavaliers, they haven't did it so far. Like, it's been a little bit rocky. Don't get me wrong. It's been a little rocky on the road for them over the last 10 games in the first half. It's 6-4. Once you peel it back a little bit for the season, they're one of those top teams, 16 and 8, like I mentioned there. So I still think that this is a lively team here early on. I like the first half for Cavaliers at -1. That's where I got it at. I think it may be -1.5 now, but that's the way I'm looking here. I'm looking Cavaliers -1 early on. I do like Darius Garland to go over 9.5 assists. I believe it was at -120 last time I checked there. You're getting that double-double at -120, -110 as well. I thought it was freaking hilarious a month ago. We're getting plus 300 on a double-double, and I called it. Is that, man, it's going to be -120, -220 soon, you know what I mean, as far as Darius Garland, because he's going to average 10 assists by the end of this year, I believe. And it seems like that's what we're shaping up to. So I think that Darius Garland gets the double-double. It'll be a good game here with the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Chicago Bulls team. They may get Caruso back, may not get him back here. No Lonzo is a big deal. I like the look here. I like the look here for I just lost train of thought here, bro. I like the look here for Ayo. I do like Kobe White in this game as far as the Bulls. I do like those looks here. Don't get me wrong. But anything else other than that, as far as the Bulls, I'm not really enjoying any of those other productions from the guys. Without Levine, you're going to have a lot to step up for DeMar DeRozan, but he hasn't really did it as far as the points wise. He hasn't hit the 26.5, over a few stretch of games consistently. hasn't had 27 points within the last 5-6 games. So I don't expect him to go over the 26.5 points. I am betting that game under DeMar DeRozan under 26.5 points. Haven't locked that in yet, but I am betting that game for sure. Um, and yeah, as far as the game, I do have action on this game, but in order for me to, add more to this damn game, I want to see some of my other games come through. I do have early action here. Um, so some of this other early action here. So I want to see kind of what that looks like here before this 5 o'clock game kicks off there. So that being said, let's go into another game that I do have action in. It's going to be the Milwaukee Bucks. Possibly going to get Drew Holiday back. Hasn't been announced yet, but I am continue to check. Shout out to y'all in the chat. Let me see. He's been balling. He's been balling like this in LA. It's crazy, bro. Like Kuzma has been cooking Zachariah, bro. Come on, bro. It's sad to say, man. You look at this shit, you're like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Maybe LeBron is the problem. You know what I'm saying? Maybe LeBron is the problem, bro. Like, it's kind of tough to say that there. But I do have my guy, Bullpen Best, will be joining us shortly here. I'm gonna make sure he's all right. Everything's clear. Just let me know, bro, when you want me to slide you in. And put your hand up, whatever the case here. You can hit me up on the chat. But as far as that game, I really think, honestly, and to talk about that, Zachariah, bro, Kuz, man. Maybe LeBron is the problem, bro. My boy Zachariah said facts, man. Maybe it's LeBron, but his defense is going to be there, and I think LeBron plays well today, so that'll be it there. I'm gonna slide my guy Bullpen Best in. I think you good. I think he may be clear to go. You ready to go, bro? I'll slide. Oh, let me see. What's up with you, bro? You good?
Yeah, what's
With you,
up?
man? It's nice to meet you. Nice to have you back, bro. I'm happy you're here with me, man. Y'all already know who it is, Bullpen Best. You have anything on the games? I'm kind of going in the order. I bet the games, but any of these early 4 o'clock, 4:30 games, because I'm kind of on the 5 o'clock games on the West Coast time, so maybe 8 o'clock your time. But any of those games that you have any action on earlier games today?
I like Harold double plus 470 on FanDuel.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a little action on that. But other than that, Embiid, obviously, he's going to go crazy again.
Yep.
Yeah, and then that's it until the Cleveland-Chicago game.
For sure. That's the game I was just talking about. So that's the game I was just talking about there. I like Embiid too, and that's I'm low key on the edge of putting that bet in, bro. I low key kind of want to have somebody talk me into it, to be honest with you, because it's like, I mean, I shouldn't be having to be talked into it. He's averaging 30.3 points per game over the last 6 games. So I shouldn't be talked into this bet at all. It should be just an easy, and he's going against Orlando. I was mentioning that they were bad team defensive wise, but they have been good covering a three. But I mean, is Embiid a 3-point? He shoots threes, but is he really relying on his three in this game? No, he's just going to try to take over these guys down low. So I'm right there with you, bro. But enough of that game. Enough of that. I think you hit that right there on the nail. What would you say about the game that I was bringing down there as far as the Cavaliers Bulls? What would you say? What was your breakdown on that game?
I put in a bet. I got Allen double with the win, the performance double on FanDuel. I got it at plus 200. I locked that in. And I like Cleveland all the way across the board. First quarter, first half, full game. No Levine. That's going to be an issue.
Right.
The Bulls have just looked terrible. I mean, the last 4 or 5 games, I do like DeRozan as far as from a fantasy perspective. He gets a big boost when Levine's out.
Right.
And you could probably look at some DeRozan props. That's probably a pretty safe play, but I didn't play any of them. I went on the other side with Allen.
I agree. I like Bones Island. I didn't even think about that. Bones Island is a good shot, but that double to win, Cleveland to win. Oh man, I'm looking for that one, bro. Man. That sounds like a real easier play. He's definitely going to get the boards, and he's going to get the 10 points. So he's just really looking at you're getting Cleveland at plus 200. That's the way I look at it. Pretty much getting Cleveland at plus 200.
You could hedge it with just the Allen double.
Right, true. And honestly, you wouldn't. It's minus 150. You know, it's a big favorite. So why not just take the 200? I think you're better off doing it that way. And if he's having that monster game that we expect him to do, they're gonna win the game, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I locked in. I like it.
I like that.
And Allen's been a cash cow. I mean, since he's been back, he's been cashing tickets left and right. So, why stop a good thing?
At all, bro. There's no reason to fix it if it's not broke, bro. So I definitely agree with you. You got to back Cleveland. They've been killing on the road, and this spot they're favored for a reason. So I agree with you there. This next game here that I am about to add some action here on this game, and it's the Oh, okay. So I didn't mention this game. I do have action on this game. Charlotte Hornets against Boston Celtics. And I'm thinking about adding here on this. I seen the Daily Bread with our guy Sosa. He likes Al Horford assist prop. We were on the show last for Wednesday, I believe, and he said that one was a good winner there. He has been hitting consistently, and you're not getting Marcus Smart, who's going to take on a lot of those ball duties. He's not involved in this game. And also you have Robert Williams, who's also out for this game. So I do like rebound props for Jaylen Brown, which was at 6.5 last time I checked. He's hit that consistently, and especially with those guys out of the lineup that we mentioned, it's just going to allow those guys to get more looks there. But I think I'm riding with Sosa as far as the other Celtics prop that I do like is Al Horford. I think the Al Horford assist is good money. It's getting bet up, though. I believe it's at 4.5 now at plus money. I think the 3.5 is where I want to be at, though. So I might have to pay the juice there to get the 3.5 there. But that's enough for that side. The side that I did play, and this is a play that I tweeted out before I went on here, is Terry Rozier going against his former team. Been cooking his damn self. He's been hitting his 3-point prop. We know he's been consistent at 3-point prop, but it's a lot fucking less stressful to just take the points. I'm going to tell you straight up. He's going to get 30 in this game. I do like the lateral spot for Terry Rozier in this spot, especially I think this is a player that they desperately need right now in the 70s in the Celtics. If they had Terry Rozier, it would be a lot better for them, for sure, than what they're dealing with right now. So they got to rely on Al Horford to get the damn assist. I think Terry Rozier reminds them why they should have kept him here. So I'm right there with you, Zachariah. I think it's scary Terry night. Mean in Beantown, and I think Terry Rozier makes some pay here. Over 18.5 points is what I'm rocking with, man. What about you, Bullpen? You anything on this game?
I don't. The late news with the Williams scratch threw me off. I had to scramble and adjust some fantasy lineups I had for DFS. But no, I don't have any wagers. I did like Williams rebound prop. With him being out, it changes everything about the game, really. And then you add in Smart not being in there, so I'll just walk. I do like Rozier, though. I do like the angle with the revenge factor, and he's just been hot. You go with the hot hand, so right. I do like that. But no, I personally, I'm not locking anything in.
I'm right there with you, bro. I'm there, man. I'm there already, locked in with it. And I'm also going to take that Jaylen Brown over 6.5. It is juiced. At minus 140. It is going to be not that big of a play for me, though. Just to let you guys know, it won't be making my card officially, but it is a play I am going to be making, and I am taking that that Al Horford prop. 4. I'm looking for the 4, but it's minus 185. Maybe I'll stay away from that. But other than that, man, maybe I missed the boat on that. But yeah, I do like the Jaylen Brown rebounds there. I think he gets 7 assists today. Yeah, so rocking with this next game here, bro. It's a lot of fucking games, bro.
I know.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of games. It's one of those exciting days for sure.
I know.
Sure, bro. But this game I got action on as well. It's going to be the Memphis Grizzlies at the Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee Bucks 6.5 point favorite. Getting a little steam here, getting a little bit of money. One thing about the Bucks I want to mention here, over the last 5 games, they're number 3 in holding opponents in the paint. Just about 39 points per game in the paint, what they're holding opponents to. This team in Memphis Grizzlies, consistently, that's what they want to do throughout the year. Just score in the paint, averaging about 60 points per game in the paint. Number 1 over the last 5 games. They're missing Desmond Bane. They're missing Tyrus Jones. They're missing Cal Anderson. They're missing backup point guard and the backup to the backup. So I just believe that it's going to be either Ja Morant or bust. It can be an MVP day. They are number 3 in the league, overachieving, playing with house money. The Memphis Grizzlies is. But this is a tall task, man. This is a team that's possibly going to get Drew Holiday back. And if you only got Ja Morant out there, and if you got Ja Morant out there, and you get Drew Holiday back, let's see if he's in here in the lineup yet. I'm not sure if it's been announced yet. So it's a game time decision. They're going to really clear this one out on us. But we do got Kelly Oubre will be playing today, so that's interesting news. Kelly Oubre is a 3-point prop I wanted to look into, so I might be having to look into that right now while we're talking. But so Drew Holiday is not announced yet. They're trying to ankle that out, and no pun intended, his ankle is injured there. They're trying to hold it out there. Game time decision to the end, but I think he's playing. And once he's in the lineup, offensive rating for the defense and offense. So as far as what the opponent's offensive rating is and what the Bucks offensive rating is, it's a difference between 17 points between the two when he's on the floor and off the floor. I think that's a big fucking difference, bro, for the opposing team. If he's in the lineup, bro, he's going to be locking up Ja. And you got Jared Jackson Jr. got to go against the defensive player of the year and Giannis. So I think those match up really well for the Bucks. I think the Bucks come out hot, being pissed off that they just came off of a loss at the house. They have covered the last 3 first quarters. I did take the first quarter -2. So that's the way I'm rocking with it today. I think they come out hot early. Don't get me wrong. I'm not betting against Ja Morant having an MVP day because I think if he wins today, he has to be considered the MVP. And up like as far as what his team has been doing, people in and out of the lineup, they've been seeing it there. And I think he may be an MVP candidate. Maybe not the front runner, but maybe for sure candidate if they win today. But other than that, I just think the Bucks ball out today. You have any action or any opinions on that game, bro?
I was looking at some Grayson Allen props, but if Holiday plays, that's the thing. Like I'll have to wait for that news before I make a move on that.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you.
You
I just
know what I mean?
Gotta,
all these late minute scratches. I mean,
especially Robert Williams. That shit weird, bro. And that was something yesterday too.
Yeah, I know. Like it's hard. It is the NBA. You really have to pay attention right up until the lineup's locked because there's a lot of moving parts.
Right, bro. Nah, that's factual, bro. And I'm right there with you. I think it's just I think it's a tough ask here to fuck around with this here, bro. I would say this too. With Drew Holiday out the lineup, having Desmond Bane out the lineup, having those guys being out the lineup is going to equal out Drew Holiday out this form. So I still think the number may be right even without him. I'm just saying if he's in the lineup, this 6.5 is going to be 7.5. I'm just saying at close, it's going to be 7.5. It's going to at least move in that direction towards the Bucks. I think that is a big enough piece defensive wise to beat the. But again, I think Memphis still can be live. They are a really good first half team. They've been showing it, covering. The numbers are going to support them. It's just that situation wise, I think it may be tough here for them. Anything else you want to add on that game, bro?
No, man, it's a tough spot for Memphis going in there shorthanded. It's going to be tough for them tonight.
For sure. And it's a lot of games, and you don't have to have action on everyone. Just to let y'all know, man, you don't have to bet all these games. You can watch them. You can scout these games. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. This is a game I may be scouting. I'm for sure going to be scouting. I ain't going to say I may be scouting. I'm for sure scouting this game. It's the Oklahoma Thunder against the San Antonio Spurs. It's a big-ass number, man. 7 here. A lot of people like in the Oklahoma Thunder. We know why, because they're very scrappy. They have the guys. And the Spurs team is just a young team just as much as everyone. The other team they're going up against today. One thing I do want to add that maybe a Zach Collins debut today for the Spurs. So Zach Collins may be playing here. So tread likely on the Jakob Poeltl props, maybe even the Keldon Johnson rebound props. I do think Keldon Johnson will still continue to go over the 3-point make prop. That's something that I did bet last game for the Spurs, and it cashed easily. One of my good bets that day, so I definitely am happy for that. But in this game, I'm not going to have any action on it. This is what we will say on the Pub Sports Radio. It's a backwood. We ain't fucking with this game. What about you, Bullpen, bro? You have any action on this, bro?
I don't. The Spurs should take care of business though. The spot favors the Spurs. OKC's in shambles kind of at the moment. But no action. If I did though, I'd lay the points. I like the Spurs.
Right. Nah, I fuck with that. I fuck with that as well, bro. So yeah, man, it's tough. Like, again, it's some actual tougher games than what they normally show. Like, even though that Brooklyn Nets without KD and Wizards, that's a tricky game, man. I think that's a tricky game, and it's the reason why I like the first half of first half of the Wizards. Both of those teams have been pretty bad there, but another team that's been pretty bad, and we could talk about this team here. I say the Utah Jazz. They just allowed the Lakers to look like fucking Harlem Globetrotters the other day, and Lakers won outright at 5.5 underdogs, one outright there. The total didn't hit the over. It was at 231, I want to say, or 230.5 that I had it at. It didn't go over there. I don't think those guys got to 100. It was a slow pace game on the Jazz side. They have Rudy Gobert back. They say they may try to emphasize defense, but the Lakers looked really good, too good against them. They even had THT hitting threes and shit. It was just terrible. It's just terrible, bro. Like, as far as 3-point percentage, man, what they're allowing opponents 37.5% over the last 5 games. They won one of those 5 games. So, if they continue to do that, I wouldn't be thinking that they're going to cover this 14 spread here against the Rockets. But I'm not about to go running and jump with the Rockets in the damn crazy Rockets shit that they got going on. I mean, this year alone, it's been real weird with the Rockets, bro. They got guys quitting on the team, not want to come in the game. Just, just all type of shit going on. Want to beat up the coach. It's all type of wild shit going on over there. So I don't really want to put my money on the Rockets. One thing I do add in, shout out to Edge House. Do like one of the reports today was Christian Wood to go over his 17.5 points. I believe it may be at 18 now, though, but I think he kind of gets to a 20-point game today. So I would see him have a good game, maybe try to stretch the floor, get Rudy Gobert out the lineup, maybe go over 2.5 3-point makes. I think it may be even at 1.5 at -160 last time I checked there, but that's the way I will be looking here. Utah Jazz, they are number 1 in offensive rating for the season. For the year, not so much. You know what I mean? That offensive rating has dropped. If you look at that now, it's at 15th. So 15th over the last 5 games. Number 1 to 15th. And Donovan Mitchell's not in the lineup. So it's a tough game to back the damn Jazz here, especially with this big number with their recent performance. Anything in this game, bro? You have any action here? Anything
I like Clarkson. Anytime Mitchell's out, I load up on Clarkson. He gets a big usage bump, big minutes bump. He plays a much bigger role. So I got Clarkson 20+ points with the Jazz win. I got it at +112 on FanDuel. And Gobert, I mean, he's going to have 15+ rebounds. I think it's at like 17.5 or something. So I didn't play it, but that's just too high for me to play. But I think he has a good game. So I like Clarkson and I like Gobert, but no action. I did actually get a ticket on the Clarkson play.
I like that. I like Clarkson too, and especially coming off of a bad game that he had with the Lakers. You thought I would think that he would want the ball out on the Lakers. Having that bounce back spot here for him, I do like that look a lot, actually. I could say I may like the Eric Gordon prop too. 13 games, it hit 8 out of those 13 games. So 61.5% hit rate there towards the over. That may be a good spot there as well. But other than that, I'll leave it alone. This is, again, I would say this is a backwood. If you give me put a gun to my head, I'll bet it. But if not, I ain't trying to. But yeah, next game, man, tough shit. We only had 2 games yesterday, and I actually had the same amount of bets that I had today, which is fucking weird as fuck. So I started to think about like, it's 2 games yesterday, and I had 6 bets, bro, going on. And I'm like, this is some wild ass shit.
I was going on today. Every game I looked at, I was liking plays. I had to really evaluate and go back over some shit. And then, like with Williams being rolled out for Boston, that eliminated some. The Milwaukee game with, there was some news there. I got off that. If there's some shady news like that, it's easy for me to cross it off the list if I got a bunch of other action. But
Right.
yeah, today I found a bunch of stuff I like, which is rare. I'm usually pretty low volume, but CJ McCollum's back. So,
Yeah.
you know, anytime he's in, I play his 3-point props. The guy takes 7 to 11 a game when he's normal. And this will be his second or third game back. I think it's a second game back. But it's at 2.5. It's a little juicy at -125. But he'll have the ball in his hand, with Lillard being out. Again, he gets a big usage bump with Lillard out of the lineup. So I lock that in, and I pretty much do all the time. I like to get it at plus money. A lot of times
Right.
you can get CJ's threes at plus money, but I went ahead and laid the 125 tonight. I like it. It's locked in.
I like that too. I really like that look, especially once you have the first game and you have the second game back, and then the third game comes back, you feel a little bit more better about yourself. And then you're going against a team that is without Kyle Lowry, without Tyler Hero. You're going to have defenders and PJ Tucker. You're going to have Jimmy Butler out there, but you're not going to have that same level of offense, I believe. So you may be right there with it. I think if you like Portland, you gotta like CJ McCollum to have a good game today. That's for sure. I like Max Struss though. He's averaging 11 points this year. Points prop right now with those guys being out. I told you those out. He's at 12.5 right now. Now he had 6, 11, and 16 over his last 3 games. But before that, he was pretty much cooking 11, 14, 25, 13, 26, 18, 24, 32. This is Max Struss. We trust, ladies and gentlemen. Max Struss. We trust. I'm taking the over 12.5 points. That's an official play for me as well. I like Max Struss, man, especially with those guys being out. You're going to get Gabe Vincent a little bit more run, but he's the consistent shooter for them. Max Struss. Without Duncan Robinson in the lineup, I think he's still in there, but without Tyler Hero, he's going to get about 7 to 6 attempts from 3. I think he hits 3 of those, maybe get to the foul line. We get over this 12.5 points there. So I think that is a good spot here for Max Struss to ball out. Don't really like the Miami getting all his points, though, bro. I ain't going to lie. It makes me want to go Portland. It's just that Portland doesn't play any fucking lick of defense. And I can see this team just winning based off of their effort on defense as far as Miami. So, and I'm sorry, covering this game based off of just their effort there. So that I agree with you though. I agree with you as far as this McCollum prop. Like that makes sense. It's all the more sense to me. So that's the way I would look too if I was thinking Portland. I would only go there and maybe Little. Little didn't hit the 3-point prop last game. I think he hits it today. That's Nazir Little as well over 1.5 3-point props. I think he could get that number there too. So yeah, man, that's a good man. That's shit. I want to see like we went through damn near all the games. We only have a few games left here. Anything else you want to add, bro? Because I got one more play that I think I may not mention. And that's for one of the later games.
I don't have anything on the Clippers game.
Mm-hmm.
I do like Reggie Jackson as far as DFS goes. He gets a big bump with all them guys being out. His props are adjusted for it though. I thought they were pretty sharp, so I didn't play him. But I do think he has a big night. He's in a good spot to have a big night. And then the Pacers, Lakers, and Detroit at the Kings. I like Mitchell with the Kings. with Halliburton being out. I couldn't find any props on him.
Yeah, he's not there. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you did, I think he has a pretty good night tonight.
Assist wise too, man. He had 7 assists. First game Halliburton was out.
Yeah, so. And he's a good player. He's gonna get better and better as he gets minutes, for sure. I looked at him pretty hard. The Lakers and the Pacers. No, I don't have nothing wrote down. I really don't know. It'll probably go over. I got 225 just thinking about it. But no official plays, nothing locked in.
Yeah. We could kind of just go breeze through these next few games. I do have Amir Coffee over 11.5 points. That's the official play for me. He's one of those guys that is very consistent for the Clippers without Kawhi and PG in the lineup. He's been very consistent this year. So I expect the rookie to keep going off in Amir Coffee. as far as that game. The next game here for the Sacramento Kings. I mean, if Halliburton's in the lineup, we know where we'll be going here. We'll be going with the Hallie double double. We'll be going with the assist. Since he's not involved here, he's not in this game. We're going to stay away from this spot here. I do think that there will be 3-point makes in this game. Detroit Pistons are allowing opponents to shoot 50% from three over the last 5 games. Man, y'all letting these dudes do that, and they shooting up. Motherfucking Buddy Hield's going to go crazy. Harrison Barnes going to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I expect there to be points in this game. That's the way I'm looking here. This is a game that I may add later on down the line. That's kind of how the style I gamble throughout the day. So I can even have a smaller card or a longer card depending on my action in the earlier slate. So that's kind of how I usually do it. So this game is definitely one of those games. Even though I have Amir Coffee circled for a later game, the next game with the Sacramento Kings is more like I'm gonna have to just watch this game. You got Rashawn Holmes coming back. You got Kelly Olynyk most likely coming back. Rashawn Holmes' second game back, so I think he's going to get an uptick in usage. Maybe Metu takes a little downgrade there.
Oh yeah,
it's tough. Yeah, it's tough there for that Kings there because they got guys in and out the lineup. But like you mentioned, man, I was looking for Davion Mitchell assist prop. I think he gets at least 5 to 6 assists. So they're not allowing that happen. They're not.
He's gonna pop some threes too. You know.
Yeah, he's gonna hit some threes too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I really like Mitchell tonight. I got him, all over the place in my fantasy lineups, DFS. But yeah, if I could find some props on him, maybe I can find some. I'll look around. But man, that's about it. I really like Clarkson tonight. He really stood out to me. I think we covered it. The first game, Harrell double. It's plus 470. So I mean,
that's plus crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like 330 or 320 on DraftKings, and that's the kind of value. That's the kind of shit I'm looking for.
I did read something, or someone told me something about him being okay with since Rui and Thomas Bryant, him being the last big man to come in. I think you may be onto something because even though they mentioned that, they tend to find like, okay, this guy is hot during the game, who they're going to run with. I think that's the type of vibe they're going to be on.
You're getting the value on FanDuel, and
yeah,
he's the type of guy that he don't need many minutes. Like he could come in and get you a double, and
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he gets in there and gets like 6 rebounds really quick, they ain't gonna take him out. They gonna leave his ass in there. He gonna make that double. You feel me? That's what I think.
Yeah, but when I go through these numbers, I shop all the lines, and when I see a big distinction like that, it catches my eye, and that's the kind of shit that I highlight, and then I go back and look at the matchup, and is he gonna get the minutes? Blah 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 blah. But for that price, I just think there's some value. If it was 300, no way. You know what I mean?
Right.
470. I mean, just that's right up my alley.
Nah, I'm right there with you, man. I got my little bro calling me and shit right now. Let me make sure I let him know. Hey, bro, I'm on the show real quick. I'm on lock in real quick. I'm about to end this show real quick. Just hold on, lock in. Hey, but that's pretty much how I'm looking too, though, bro. I'm looking like that. I'm looking like the earlier games, nothing really too much, but that value spot with Harrell, well, you can't pass it. You can't pass up on those type of spots, especially when later on and you wanted to do it and you see it unfold. It's kind of like fuck. It's like a gut sock in the stomach. You missed out on plus 400, bro. Like god damn. Like maybe at least drop $30 on the shit. Like that's how I be feeling sometimes. At least let me drop a little sprinkle on it.
Yeah, I'll take my shots. I'll take my shots and stuff like that when I find some value. And if I miss, hopefully some of my chalkier plays hit to make up for it. That's how you that's how you roll with that.
Right. It's only right. Well, I appreciate you, Bullpen. I appreciate everybody hopping in here. My plays for the day, I'm gonna go run them over here with you guys shortly. I took Amir Coffee over 11.5 points. Terry Rozier over 18.5 points. Believe now, since the news came back, he's at 19.5. I still think he gets a dub today. I do like Garland over at 9.5 assists, like the double as well there. Took Milwaukee Bucks minus 2 in the first quarter. And then also, let me make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I know I am. 1 second, you guys. Damn it. And oh yeah, I do like DeRozan under 26.5 points. He hasn't hit that 5-6 straight games. I do like that. And then also Yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything else I tweeted out. Terry Rozier, we said that already. And yeah, anything else addition wise that I may add throughout the day, I will tweet that information out. I'll tweet that out as a free play. So other than that, man, that's pretty much how I'm rocking today. Bullpen best. You want to recap your plays? Anything else you want to tell the people? Anything you want to promote? I know Pick City is where you the platform to get all your picks. Let them know where they can subscribe to you at, bro.
Yeah, you can hit me up, pickcity.com, bullpen bets. Give me a follow on Twitter. We'll get you some money. We'll win you all the money. That's what we do. Look out for my videos. I'll be dropping one soon. And hopefully we have a good night. The best bet I'd have tonight would be the CJ over 2.5 threes. It is minus 125, which I'm not a huge fan of, but that's what I got, and that's what
2.5 though, man. It's like he's shooting at least 8 to 10 of those things today. So that's nice, man. I like that. I like 30%. You just need 30%, bro.
All I can do is get on here and tell you where my money's at, and that's where it's at. So
that's love. Hey, man, we appreciate you coming through, sharing your information. Who-Bangin Sports Talk. This is WAMTalk Wednesday. My man, Bullpen Best. Make sure you guys follow him at Bullpen Best on Twitter. I'm TrotWAM. Y'all know where to find me. Who-Bangin Sports, Pub Sports Radio, and also anywhere you see me out there, man. Make sure y'all love and subscribe to the channel, to the information, because we against the bookie is what we talking about. Us against them. And that's how we doing it, man. Until then, peace, y'all. Peace.